My career in NBA 2K20 brings the brand new My Player Builder, giving you unprecedented control over your My Player's build. Once you've tested your build at whichever overall you'd like, experience the star-studded story when the lights are brightest. The neighborhood is back, and we'll have more for you on the tons of new 2K Compete events next week. My team has evolved with new card types and daily agendas and features all year long. Check out the revamped triple.
Luka Doncic is the big name on the injury report today. Looks like he's going to miss an extended amount of time. Prayers up. Yeah, the big worry here is that this becomes a recurring thing for him. Nothing sadder than a career cut short by injury, and this is one of the league's brightest, most unique young stars.
You think he's better than Ben Simmons?
Absolutely.
Shots fired!
No, I'm not firing any shots. You asked me a question and I answered. They're both terrific young point forwards, and there's one big difference. Luka can shoot the rock. What do you guys think? You taking Simmons or Doncic? Calls up and we'll hash it out. We're going to be back after this with more Hank the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Our matchup tonight taking place in Cleveland, where it'll be the Cavaliers going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. Night after night, we're seeing the scoring prowess of Che. Has a string of 30-point games coming in. Kenny, do you think he can keep it up?
I think he can. He's been able to keep his focus throughout. I mean, how could you not believe in Che at this point, Ernie?
Honestly, guys, no surprise to see Shea hitting 30 night after night. Take it from me, somebody who averaged 30 a night back in 2000 without the free throws, tough thing to do, but Shea can do it.
Did you call him Shea? His name is Che. What are you, Chak?
Oh, I thought it was Shea.
Che.
Che.
Che. Like
almost saying chair.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Che.
Yeah.
Thanks. Didn't know. I thought it was Shea.
Chak. Here's
We'll
Kevin
be right
Harlan.
back.
Che.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin Love has dramatically improved his perimeter shooting over his career, but he said,
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Terrence Ross is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Isaac. In at the 3.
Teams have really gotten hip to the idea that we need to rest our star players as much as possible. So efficiency with the work that they do, I think, is the most important thing. Star guys who get into practice and are on the court for 50 minutes to an hour every day so that there's a rhythm that they can keep and the teammates can keep up along with them on the floor. That's what it's about for those guys. Maintenance, maintenance, maintenance.
He gets that one.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
The Magic have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Inside. Here's Bamba. Aminu. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 4.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Dellavedova finds Porter. Oh, Porter in position. Well placed. Alley-oop pass into the layup.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Lets it go with the 3. No good on that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Back to Porter. With the floater, and it's good on the way in. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Cavaliers trailing. And here is Dellavedova, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Porter with it. Back to Osman, and it's a defensive 3-second violation.
You think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
And Nance kicks to Osman. Buries the long-range jumper. Osman's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And then, in 2013, with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
Well, we wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
Free throw line jump shot. And it's Zizic with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Brent out of Macedonia, Jetty Osman, 24 years of age and 2nd in minutes played for the Cavs last season.
Yeah, Jetty, a lot of tumult around the team with his introduction to NBA basketball, but don't forget, a couple years playing pro in Europe and the top player on the Turkish national team. I think he's really ready for a bigger role with this organization.
Henson checked in for Ante Zizic.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Floats one up. Porter, no luck. The Magic trail by 6. Off the run, and he goes in for the dunk.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
The shot's good from Henson.
Now, this is where he should operate. Henson has developed his skills and has limited range.
3-pointer. And Henson pulls it down. The Cavaliers leading by 6. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
It's stolen by Aminu. And now Orlando on the break. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Nance. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Porter, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game for the Magic. Kem Birch comes in for Bamba, and Murray subbed in for Fultz.
In a coaching hire by the Cavaliers that caught most off guard, John Beilein had led the Michigan Wolverines for 12 seasons, their all-time leader in coaching wins.
Well, there was also talk the year prior about John Beilein joining the Detroit Pistons organization, so finally making the jump to the NBA, where it's a much different challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is that Coach Beilein in college.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific.
Implements a lot of execution so far. Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
1 second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Cavaliers on top, leading by 8. And don't go. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Murray. He's out there with Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Fournier in at the 2 guard. Elvedova, the pass to Henson. Porter looking it over. Back to Henson. On the wing, Porter. He's guarded by Fournier. Just 3 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes. Porter's got 12 in the game.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Nance. Player development, not just a coach's job, Brent, something you're active in right now. And, you know, there are some players who are playing court who are terrific mentors and teachers on teams.
There's no doubt about it that there are guys. I think about first what Vince Carter has provided to the teams. He's been around in the past couple seasons. Zach Randolph, to some degree, was doing that as he moved from Memphis to Sacramento. But there are guys who are still players and that are on the floor contributing and doing big things, like Chris Paul and Mike Conley, that are such huge attributes to an organization when they start to introduce the changeover in their roster or the next phase of their team. You got to give a lot of kudos and appreciate the fact that players who've been that great for that long accept and willingly accept, Kevin, the role of teaching young guys and paying it forward.
And role players that have been like Calderon and Haslam, who have not been stars, but have been important parts of the organization.
Also, tremendous examples of what it means to be a professional day in and day out. If your responsibilities aren't as great as the top 4 or 5 players, there's still things you can do to make your team better on a daily basis. Those are 2 great names, Kevin.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball. I think he will." Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Cavaliers leading. Now, here's Clarkson. 17 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
His passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Gordon's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Jordan Clarkson tries to be aggressive for most of the game. And when he's looking to score from the mid-range, if he knocks a couple down, he can be dangerous.
Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
His shot is good, scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
Well, near the basket, sometimes you got to do some things with the basketball just to get it up on the glass. Pretty creative shot there from Jordan.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Detroit Pistons.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For Orlando, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And on the season, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Here's Clarkson in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
The 17-footer. Count it. He's got 20.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. Nance outside. Passes it to Henson. Dishes to Clarkson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
Brent, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what do you look for all the time in replays when you see that call? It's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up. Yes. Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
And another miss by Cleveland. The Magic trail by 6. And it's Zizic with the rebound. And stolen by Gordon. That one, no good. Love outside. Orlando grabs the miss.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
It's good.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Lets the 3 fly. The shot by Clarkson, no good. The Magic trail by 4. Right wing, 18 feet out. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 8.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
And Henson kicks to Zizic. And that one is hammered home.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
Unloads from 13. Yep, that one goes. 10 points for Vucevic.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Cleveland's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now here's Henson. He's covered by Isaac. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fella? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Sinks the three-pointer. Isaac's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Intercepted. And here we go with the Magic fast break. The pass to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. The offensive rebound.
Well, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down.
Oh, that athletic. Yeah. And talk extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. They get a hand on it. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Henson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kevin Love. Then for the Magic, Mohamed Bamba comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. Dellavedova finds Clarkson. Back to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Magic leading by 4. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Magic have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities. Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA. Don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic, an offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale, and that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Porter.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Magic in third.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Good on both. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Now Dellavedova. He's got 6. With the teardrop. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
He's had 5 chances at the line, gone 4 for 5.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 6-point game. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Outside, Porter. Dellavedova with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. 6 to shoot. Clarkson. Bamba with the block.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
That's tipped. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. Magic leading by 8. Vucevic trying to get... And it's good for 2. 33 points for him.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's covered closely. Here's Dellavedova. And Bamba pulls it down.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Dellavedova, the pass to Clarkson. Vucevic with the block, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Clarkson. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
It's his first trip to the line.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
For the Cavaliers, Nance comes in for Zizic. And it's Jetty Osman in for Jordan Clarkson. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for the Magic. Evan Fournier comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Good on the second free throw.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And it's the Magic with the ball. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. To the inside. And Aminu kicks to Bamba. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And And the first one at the line is good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Knight's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Thompson outside. Lobbed up there for Thompson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Pass to Aminu. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Porter, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Augustine looking around. Trains it from beyond the arc. Augustine's got 7 points.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the first half is now in the books. Magic lead by 15. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Huge first half for you, Che. You carried the load for your team. What can we see from you in the second half?
Hey, thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
Hey.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. John Henson's checked in for Thompson. Zizic comes in for Kevin Love. Nancy's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Porter. We've got Zizic. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's John Henson, and it's Nance in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Dellavedova. 7 points in the game. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star in 7 seasons. It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David.
No 3-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Magic working now with the new shot clock. Second shot opportunity and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Matthew Dellavedova. That's his 5th personal foul. At the line for the Magic, number 3. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. So for the Magic, Bamba is checked in for Kem Birch. Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Ross. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Clarkson on the wing. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Magic. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Banked in off the glass. And he's got 41.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
There's the three. They get it back. Zizic comes up empty down low.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Here's Bamba, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Oh, Nance in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest.
Down low, Aminu, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. First trip to the line for him here.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Aminu.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Two free throws for Aminu.
Becoming more of a factor these days on the offensive end. Aminu, once the 8th overall player taken in a draft, getting to the line a little more often.
Dellavedova scanning the floor. That one's not going to go. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-5 run, and he comes up with the deuce.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Magic foul. Number 3. That's his second personal foul. In for your Cavaliers. Thornwell. Windler. Knight.
In the corner, Nance with it. Another shot. Zizic passes to Nance. Here's Windler. 5 to shoot. Pass to Thornwell. From beyond the arc. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Nance. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Aminu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Fournier. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. A floater. Rebound by the Magic. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Knight wide open. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. And he dunks it down.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's Knight. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's Zizic. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Good, that's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Feeds it to Bamba. Here's Thornwell. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. Shoots from the block. A nice shot by Knight. Knight's got 4 points now in the quarter. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. 52 seconds left to play.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And here are the Cavaliers. Now the pass to Windler. There's the triple. The shot by Knight, no good. The Magic shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Porter's checked in for Cleveland. And a switcher also for Orlando. Murray's checked in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knight kicks to Zizic. On the wing, Porter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Evan Fournier.
First personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland. Porter. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Cleveland making a change here. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scores now, but right there.
The Cavaliers will go with a different look here. John Henson's checked in for Ante Zizic. Thompson comes in for Jarrell Martin. Love's checked in for Porter. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Knight. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Love deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 6. Nance finds Thompson. From deep. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Oh!
No way.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And here's Love. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Turn me into a giant.
What's up, Shaq here. That was one of the best offensive performances I've seen this year. If you can keep it up, I might even give you one of my nicknames.
Oh, man, coming from you, Shaq? You know I'm humble. You know, it's been a lot of extra hours in the gym, trying to perfect certain moves, add some different other ones. You saw the results of that tonight. But I do believe the best is still ahead, and I hope to prove that next time out.
I know you will, and if you do, nickname time.
Okay, so how do you think that one went, Hornet?
Give it a solid B minus.
B minus? Oh, come on, man. He was great. He had some really interesting insights.
No, it wasn't his fault. You gotta up the spice level of your questions, bro. Where's the heat?
Okay, I'm gonna work on that, Hornet. Thanks for your honest feedback. Appreciate it.
Rank up the heat, baby!
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome.
Yo, what's up, man? Stay focused on your workout.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, right here!
Keep it going. Get the next one.
Hey, I'll see you later.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, balance it out! I'm gonna keep coming, baby.
Now we're rolling.
Focus! Focus! Hey, hit me up.
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Let's go. One more.
You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? See you later.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey, come around.
Just like that.
Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, hit me up.
is the launch.
My GM has opened up for all to compete for the NBA championship and rise up the leaderboards. My league continues to be the deepest and most customizable franchise mode ever created, joined by the WNBA season mode. With a WNBA exclusive commentary team,
With analysts Brian Banafantini and Tim Schwartz, I'm
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. It's the NBA. GA, it's all yours.
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a
tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Lowry out there with time. Both teams making some changes here. So many NBA players now have their talented children playing in the NBA or in college and will soon be in the NBA. Smitty, whose kids stand out to you as potential superstars?
Hey, Kevin, Dale Curry, for sure.
No, wait. Okay, I could have gotten that one. Steph Curry. Who else, though? Who else catches your eye?
I think up and coming, LeBron's kid, Shaq's son, D-Wade, and that's what you love. You see a lot of these guys, and it's great for me. I remember when they were little, Kevin, and now seeing them winning championships, being able to play on that stage is unbelievable.
Hollis Jefferson finds Siakam. Gasol wide open. He fires. Cans it from downtown. And the Raptors lead by 4.
I love this about Marc Gasol. Never stops working on his game. He's made himself into a legit stretch 5.
Pass to Vucevic. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Vucevic has got 9 points.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Siakam with it. He's got 5. Offensive rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 7.
I would not want to have to box him out. Siakam has that wiry length. He's mobile. It's just a nightmare.
Shot from the wing. The shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And a lot of that was game plan. Putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
All sorts of time, and the shot goes in.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. Siakam with it. Passes it to Van Vliet. They double him with Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Then Gasol with the dunk.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
From about 19 feet. No good off the back of the rim. Raptors leading by 4. Van Vliet looking around. Outside for Thomas. For the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Siakam outside. Over Gordon. Siakam misses.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
The Raptors shooting just about an even 40% to start. Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. Right side, Thomas. Back to Siakam. From outside the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. The dish to Gordon. Stolen. Here's Hollis Jefferson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Van Vliet. Gasol looking around. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Gasol. And that's now 9 points for Siakam. Orlando trailing here. Kicks it to Fournier. Gordon trying to break loose, and he finishes nicely on the layup. 10 points for him.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And the pass to Gasol. 1:03 left here in the first quarter. Van Vliet softly drops in the floater. And the Raptors lead by 2.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
And Gasol sends it back.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
Hollis Jefferson, good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Right side, Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
That free throw, no good.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Orlando. Murray comes in for Markelle Fultz. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. And Bamba comes to help. Pulls from the top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The Magic trail by 5. Takes the 3. But they get it back. Feeds to Gordon. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Orlando, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Gordon. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto Raptors. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day. Guys in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, you know, just coming to see guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to get better each and every day.
And, Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. You want to win.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And, guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Then there's Murray. Then it's Evan Fournier. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. Outside Thomas. Launches a 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Thomas got the lead up to 6 now for the Raptors.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Van Vliet with it. He's against Bamba. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Basket good. Van Vliet's got 6.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
The feed to Bamba. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Magic moving the ball around. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
For Orlando, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Thomas.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Raptors with the lead. Now Van Vliet. 23 points for him the last game against New York.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
A beautiful reverse layup. 19 points in the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, after 5 years as an assistant in Toronto, last season Nick Nurse moved to head coach of the Raptors, and the team responded, winning the franchise's first NBA championship. Nurse has been at this for 3 decades. He got his first head coaching position at the age of 23. And he has moved all throughout basketball, both domestically and abroad, guiding 15 teams in 5 different countries. After winning it all last year, Kevin, he's finally made it to the top.
David, he sure has a long and winding journey. Thank you. 4 on the clock. Fires from 18. Orlando grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
They knew that the arena would be rocking. And if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. Ross against Lowry. Pass to Gasol. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Johnson from outside. Ross grabs the board. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 15-5 run here.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year, Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
And so Lowry will bring it up for Toronto. 4-point game. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Majority of the night, they were in attack mode.
Look at that.
Nice. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He has slimmed down a lot from his rookie season. Marc Gasol still strong enough to power through contact.
Isaac's checked in for Orlando. The Raptors also with a sub. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Stanley Johnson.
Over a decade in Memphis for Marc Gasol. Even played his high school basketball there. Now a new phase. After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
And when you spend as much time in one city as Marc Gasol and mean as much as he did to the Grizzlies franchise in that city of Memphis, you know what, Smitty? It's got to be tough to move on.
I'm sure, Kevin, for both sides. Regardless of what he accomplished moving forward, his jersey is getting retired in Memphis. No question about it.
Here's Van Vliet, and it's all evened up. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
To the paint. Here's Birch. Nails the baby hook. Birch has got his first bucket in this one.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Here's Ibaka. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, last season, the best scoring average of Serge Ibaka's career.
Even with a down year as far as his three-point shooting, Ibaka's still very efficient, getting more of his offense around the rim, playing some at the 5.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Ken Birch. Fast break, Toronto. Here's Anunoby. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Magic making a switch here. Fultz is checked in. The Magic shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. With 1 on the clock, unable to get that one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. So both teams changing it up here. Left side Lowry. Vucevic with the block.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. Siakam and Ibaka, the duo down low. Thomas is out there with Lowry, and it's Johnson in at small forward. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. That sends Pascal Siakam to the free throw line. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu.
One of the league's best-kept secrets, Pascal Siakam out of Cameroon. Discovered as a raw teenager at Basketball Without Borders back in 2012.
Throw good, Siakam. Smitty, you're talking about Siakam. The Raptors president is from Nigeria and very active in the Basketball Without Borders program.
You're totally right. A prospect like Siakam was on his radar. The late first-round pick in 2016 was more than rewarding where he ended up at.
Outside Lowry. Here's the teardrop. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Off on the layup.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Here's Thomas trying to get open as Ibaka. Misses in close. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Vucevic, great pass to set up the lay-in. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Thomas kicks to Lowry. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 16 points for Kyle Lowry.
That's his second three-pointer of the night, 1 in each half, trying to keep the defense honest.
Passes it to Isaac. Now Ross fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. And it's a 4-point Raptor lead.
And if you needed a reminder as to why Lowry's an all-star, check the scoring column.
Pass to Vucevic. Down low, here's Aminu. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Lowry can't get it to go.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Here's Vucevic. It counts, and the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fournier's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. And then for Toronto, Marc Gasol's checked in for Ibaka. OG Anunoby comes in for Johnson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And every so often, Steve, we'll see 2 teammates fighting over a rebound. You ever have a teammate upset with you for stealing his rebound?
A lot, Kevin. All the bigs I played with, those guys hated when guards came in. They would elbow you, and if you're on their same team, saying get out of here, especially for a lot of those bigs, it was a lot of rebound incentives in their contract, so they wanted to grab every rebound.
Dishes it to Aminu. To the middle. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 9 points here in the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Raptors call time here.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Raptors.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Marc Gasol. He's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Totally. You want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. He definitely keeps you solid up front.
We talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They're able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
Orlando leading. Inside. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's VanVleet. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Ross. Again, the Magic score.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Raptors trail by 3. Left side Gasol. Now here's VanVleet. He's got 15. Pocket 6 to the wing right side. And stolen by Fournier. Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Ross. Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Aaron Gordon comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And both free throws good for Ross.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto, trailing by 5. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. There's the pass to Gasol. Shoots over Bamba. Orlando grabs the miss. Bamba's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fournier, stolen by Thomas. Pass to Van Vliet. Left side Gasol. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
You know Marc Gasol's brother Powell, he was a top 3 pick. Mark fell to the second round and had to work for everything he's achieved.
And that one falls for Marc Gasol.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Markelle Fultz is checked in for Orlando. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Van Vliet finds Gasol. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he hits it to tie the game up. Hollis Jefferson's got 10.
Just another part of what makes Gasol so special, the vision to locate the open man.
Feeds to Bamba. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Toronto's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Anunoby. To the inside, stolen by Gordon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots.
Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. And there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. It's good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Stripped away. Here's Birch. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Got a piece of it. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Gasol with the steal. Hollis Jefferson passes to Van Vliet. Now, here's Siakam, and the shot is good. Siakam's got 5 points in the quarter.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
And you have other methods as well. You could deny, or you can just front the post.
Now the dish to Fournier. The pass to Bamba. 6 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Gordon. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Hollis Jefferson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Gordon over to help. Pass to Siakam. Back to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Van Vliet. And another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
He's a handful inside. Marc Gasol taking it right at the defense, and he created some of that contact.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And the first one drops.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Orlando. Johnson, he's checked in for Toronto. Gasol hits them both. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Augustine. Passes it to Bamba. Got a piece of it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got 7.
I'll tell you what, Stanley Johnson is built to take punishment. Nice play.
And as we finish the 3rd quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Magic lead by 3. 2K Sports back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's Evan Fournier. That's who's out there for Orlando. Left side, Gordon. Tries again. And Gasol sends it back. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Pass to Van Vliet. Aminu over to help. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. Shot's good by Ibaka.
Powerful move. Ibaka with the natural explosiveness to finish through contact.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
You know, the 5-time All-Star Kyle Lowry has made a career of proving his doubters wrong. You ask me, I think he's still underrated.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, this really has been his night. He's done a lot of things well, but his scoring really put him over the top. You can see how determined he's been every time he's gotten his hands on the ball. Great drive and also great focus offensively.
And Thomas over to help. Vucevic finds Ross. Traps in the tray. Ross has got 10 points now just in this quarter. And you ask Lowry, he's always felt underestimated. Smitty, what do people overlook about him?
You know, I think, Kevin, is his defense first and foremost. He's a top 10 point guard at both ends of the floor. That's what makes him
very special.
Magic leading by 3. Thomas with the steal. A floater. He lays it in.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Well, Orlando shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Draws on the wing. From deep. And no good that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Poked away. And Lowry has it in the corner. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. 27 points for Kyle Lowry.
Talking about heating up. At halftime, he had just 1 made from beyond the arc, but he's drained 3 more since.
Inside. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Goes back up. Rebound by the Magic. Ross on the wing. Money from the wing. Ross has got 18 points just in the second half.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
The drive by Siakam. They get it back. This one for 3. No good.
He clearly wants to try and close this game out strong, but your deep range isn't there. You just can't keep forcing it.
And that one is good.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Thomas from down in the low post. It goes.
And I don't think anyone knew that Siakam would be this kind of playmaker coming out of New Mexico. In fact, I can almost guarantee it.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're in front by 2. 1:57 left in the game. DJ Augustine's checked in for. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Great win for this team, and you, Che, were able to score at will down the stretch. Why were you able to carry the load tonight?